The key to making more sales faster as a photographer is to be specific. There are really two overarching strategies to get more clients and thus make more sales. The first is by building a personal brand, and the second is to be as specific as possible. Building a personal brand is what I have personally done to grow my brand photography business, and it's what a lot of photographers end up doing by default. What I mean by building a personal brand is basically you get clients because they get to know you and they like you and they want you to take their photos. They like your personality, and that is what sells them on your photography, basically. Of course, you have to be a good photographer, but a big part of it is your personality. Based on my own experience and just through having lots of friends that are photographers, we all essentially get into this business, the business of being a photographer, because we love taking photos. And then all of a sudden, one day, somebody gives you money in exchange for those photos. What typically happens when you first start your photography business is you start offering all kinds of photography: wedding, engagement, portraits, graduation sessions, all of the above. When you have this laundry list of services, the main thing you're relying on to get sales is your personal brand. We as photographers like to think that our work sets us apart, and in some cases it can, but most of the time it's not enough to book a full business of clients to become a full-time photographer. So if you offer all of these things, what is the reason that someone is going to book you? Well, it's going to be because they like you. The thing is, when you are relying on somebody to like you, some internet stranger that finds you through Google or something, it takes a long time to build that trust. While I love personal branding and I have a whole other video on how you can start building your personal brand, it is not a quick thing. It takes time to build up your personal brand and to build that trust from all of these strangers on the internet. So, if we want to make more sales faster as a photographer, what can we do if building a personal brand takes longer? The way you book clients faster and make more sales faster is by being specific. And I'm kind of talking about niching here, but I'm not talking about niching because whenever I hear that word, I roll my eyes so hard and I'm just like, ugh, it's such an overdone topic. So I want to reframe this to be talking about specificity. Let's say you are currently offering all of these things: maternity, family, branding, headshots, all of the above. And then you go down a niche into one specific thing: brand photography for interior designers, or in-studio maternity sessions, or family sessions at the beach, or city hall elopements. When you offer just one thing, you're going to attract the clients faster because it's going to be so much easier for your clients to understand what it is that you do and say yes if they're looking for something specific. Because once you are specific, you're removing the guesswork from the client. So instead of having 10 different tabs open of 10 different photographers that offer all of these different things, if they're looking for a city hall elopement and you are a city hall elopement photographer, of course they're going to go with you because that's your specialty. And clearly this is the thing that you do, right? And what you might be thinking, because I also have this fear in all stages of my business, is, well, what if I accidentally turn people away because I'm being too specific? What then? That is always possible, but if you are finding that you want to increase your bookings anyway, there really isn't a harm in being specific. When I went from offering all kinds of different types of photography sessions to only brand photography, I actually found that I didn't book less clients, I booked more. Another thing that I observed is if somebody likes you and your work enough, they're going to ask if you can do other things. In the past, my brand photography clients have booked me for college graduation sessions, I have done an elopement, and I have done lots of parties like baby showers, engagement showers, birthday parties, but they first came to me for personal brand photography. So if you still like to do those things, you are not limited to picking one thing for the rest of your life forever. We can still offer all of these things. We're just changing the way we present ourselves to the world and changing the way that we market ourselves. What I mean by being specific is focusing on just one thing that you're marketing. You are not closing yourself off from doing all of the other things that you want to do. I still have college grad inquiries that come to me through my website, through some old blog posts that are still circulating, and I still do them. I just don't market them on my Instagram or on my services page. They find me through Google or Pinterest. There are other ways to be specific without necessarily choosing a type of photography. One way that you can differentiate yourself and be more specific is in the client experience or the client process. So for me, I'm a brand photographer. That's a little more specific than photographer, but still kind of broad, right? I like working with personal brands, which generally means a business where the founder or the entrepreneur is the face of their business. But I could still get even more specific by choosing like fitness instructors or real estate agents or whatever. But I like to work with all kinds of industries. The way that I differentiate myself is in my process. I include hair and makeup, a wardrobe stylist referral, and a studio rental inside of my brand photography packages. So when potential clients come to me and I explain my process, that really sets me apart from other photographers that are offering brand photography but maybe not offering the full stack experience like I do. So if you're looking at your own services and you're similar to me where you don't necessarily want to niche down to like a type of location or a time of day or a photography style, think about how can you set your process apart from other photographers? What is something that your clients need or have asked about that maybe you can offer, or find a referral partner that can work with you? If you want to know more behind the scenes of how I incorporate hair and makeup and wardrobe and studios into my photography packages, I teach a workshop called the Premium Pivot. I will leave the info in the description. So once you've decided how you want to be specific in your business, the important thing is to go update your website and make sure you are pointing towards that specific service or the process that you've built out. When it comes to social media marketing on Instagram through either your stories, feed posts, or reels, instead of posting about every single session that you do, focus only on that one specific type of session. So going back to my example of how I offer college grad session, but my niche or specialty is brand photography, I don't post college grad sessions to my feed anymore. I will occasionally post behind the scenes in my stories because those only last 24 hours. But on my main feed and on my bio, I am focused only on brand photography. If you go look at my account now, it's going to look a little bit different because I do education like this. But this is a good time to go audit your Instagram bio. If you have like maternities, newborns, family, branding, headshots. Let's pick your one focus so that you can be specific and make those sales faster. So when your clients land on your Instagram profile and see you are the City Hall elopement photographer or the forest family session photographer, they know that you're the person for them. Now, this strategy of being specific does go hand in hand with building a personal brand. But personal branding, it's just longer. You're playing the long game. If you want to learn how I have built my personal brand over time, I have a whole other video on that. It'll be on this screen or the next screen, and I will see you in the next video.